I'm here on Six Nations, and I'm with my good friend Pat Green. And here's Pat. We are longtime friends.
And we're not completely naked. We have shorts on. We're sitting in the sun and just coming out of a sweat lodge.
Yeah, so what is your, do I say cultural background, heritage? How would I describe you? How would you describe yourself?
Well, I'm Haudenosaunee, Ongo Ongo. We're the people of the Longhouse. The outside world knows us as Iroquois, whatever that means.
Hmm.
What I heard translation is snake that crawls along the ground. What I heard, that's a French term that they used for referring to the Haudenosaunee people.
Wow. Okay. And why are we here today?
Well-being. I think we're where I come from. Our whole existence is about being being balanced in all four dimensions: physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. To pass that on, the Haudenosaunee culture was based on, and I talked about this earlier, on condolence in expressing ourselves through grief, through pain, through pleasure, through all of those things, to bring those five different nations together to gel into what we call our confederacy. It was thousands of years of accumulation of civilization. We know that we were first civilization on Earth, the first true civilization that took into account of both male and female equality, not matriarch, not patriarch, but total balance. When you hear any of our teachings, it's all about balance and honoring each other. So I think that's why we're here. I want this to be passed on to my children. I want my grandchildren to know these things. I want them to know that they are only responsible for themselves, the way they think, the way they feel, recognizing how sacred our bodies are, and being safe enough for our spirit to dwell in this bag of bones. I think that's what I want my children to know. I don't want them relying on someone else for their happiness. I don't want them relying on anyone else for their spirituality. I think we could have taught the school system a lot in our ways, because, like I said earlier, we teach and taught our children how to think, not what to think. Allow them to make choices in their thought processes, not to be intimidated or, I guess, controlled and directed by outside forces.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're here also for a sweat.
Mm-hmm.
What's a sweat?
Oh my gosh. You know, I've spent time in a place called the Jewish Community Center in Hamilton years ago.
He's giving our history of how we met.
I've always enjoyed the sauna. To me, that's a city way of doing a sweat lodge. It's about stress management. That's the very minimum. It's about stress management, controlling our own stress, our own stresses, being responsible for our own stresses. It's the basis of well-being. Is there somebody out there that come? No, you're. That's it. I need somebody
He's-
to help me here, buddy.
He's being called
Can
away.
you go
We'll
give
see
him a
what
hand over
happens.
there?
What?
Can you go help and pull that tarp down?
Up.
Get your hands free.
They're managing the sweat as we talk, and I'm talking with Pat, so I'm kind of distracting things.
What is it? It's ownership. Taking ownership for those 4 areas that I talked about earlier. We're influenced by a lot of things out there. And I know right now that if you're hearing this, I know a minute ago you were worried about the world, you were worried about your community, you were worried about the family, you were worried about this. Can I turn the TV up a bit? Thinking about work, thinking about everything around you. To what? What about you? What are your thoughts? Without all the other influences, where does your thoughts go? How does that make you feel? You know, when you got 1,000 things going on inside of your head, each one of those 1,000 things have emotions attached to it. And when you have that many emotions attached to anything, you know, those many emotions coming out, it creates confusion in the way you think, and it snowballs and snowballs and snowballs and snowballs. So when we come here and we come away from the city, we slow our thoughts down. Take responsibility for our emotions. I feel really good when I'm out here. I feel blessed when I'm out here. I feel relaxed. I don't have any dis-ease in the way I'm thinking, the way I'm feeling in my body. I don't feel any dis-ease. And I really believe that when I come out here, I am powerful to myself and for myself. I don't rely on other things to fix my dis-ease.
Come here.
I appreciate that. I'm well enough in my mind that if a man kisses me, I'm okay with that. Years and years and years ago, I wasn't, because I was taught to be a man. I was taught to be stoic. I taught to not feel, to not to have emotions. But I do have emotions now. And I think those are important.
I have them with you, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I'm happy. This is happy.
So here we are. It is a beautiful July 1st. We've enjoyed our time in the Sweat Lodge. A group is in there again, enjoying another sweat. And I want to thank you for including me.
Hey, we'll send you a bill. Everything. But I'm glad you're here. I'm really happy.
Take care, folks.
Forgot to tell them how we met.
We met in the sauna. I only half recognize this guy if his clothes aren't on. It's great to be here, honestly.
Thanks, Gary.
Bye-bye.